Okay, good evening, good evening. Okay, good evening sa inyo. So, welcome to Mukhang Baboy Show. So, this is episode 2 to, Doc, no?
Oo, episode
Yan,
2.
episode 2. Okay. Ano ba tayo? Share muna natin. This is Bitin ka ba sa Taba? Yun. Good evening. Okay.
Paano ba?
Inyo.
Ba't pala?
Welcome to nag-feedback. Yun. Okay, Doc. So, ano bang topic natin ngayon? Pakilala ka muna.
Hello. Good evening sa inyong lahat. Ako ulit si Doc Alex. Ako yung isa sa mga pasimuno ng Pinoy Keto Academy. Ang topic natin yun, actually, this is just a revisit dun sa unang presentation na ginawa natin 2 weeks ago, which I think is a little bit fast-paced. Masyadong mabilis kasi unang launch nga natin. So, what we did was we get some feedback and then we reviewed what happened. Kinulang tayo sa oras noon. So, this time, we start earlier and then medyo mas sinimplify ko yung slides para mas madali siyang sundan. Hindi ka mukha nung last time. Saka medyo goal tayo sa oras noon eh. So, meron akong mga ni-revise din. May dinagdag akong mga info, no? Depending on the feedback last time. So, this is going to be almost the same, pero may mga additional lang.
Okay. So guys,
So,
no,
hello
kung may
kayo dyan, ha?
So this is introduction, no, to low carb, high fat, no, which is yung ketogenic lifestyle, no. And if you guys na meron kayong mga para saan ba to, Doc? Sino ba yung mga dapat manood nito?
So, basically, kaya umusbong tong keto lifestyle eh. Yung mga taong namumroblema sa obesity, yan. Yung mga merong diabetes na nag-i-intake ng gamot and which they found na parang hindi masyadong controlled yung kanilang sugar and then they're trying to look for some other ways, no? Ano pa, there are other conditions like yung mga merong fatty liver, yung may taba sa atay, yung may mga high blood pressure, yung merong mga tinatawag na polycystic ovarian syndrome. So all of this, no, can be addressed by the keto diet, no. I prefer to call it keto lifestyle than the diet, no. As you know, actually yung diet, it comes from the word dieta, no, dieta. Dieta is a Greek word. It means a way of living, no. So when you say ketogenic dieta, so it's a way of living. It's not only the food. It's how you live, no? From moving to whatever you do, yung mga ganun bagay, you're exercising, lahat yon, it's way of life. It's not only the food.
Yes.
So that's the point, no? So medyo binago ko tong presentation na to kasi marami nagtatanong sa akin eh. Marami nagtatanong sa akin about, Doc, keto ba to? Ito, hindi ba to keto? Ito, keto ba to? So, dito, sasagutin ko na yan bago pa kayo magtanong, okay?
Okay. So, Doc, sa mga viewers pala dyan, no, sa mga nanonood, hintayin na iba, pumapasok pa lang, no. So, please do share this video para at least no, matulungan natin sila, masagot ni Doc yung if you have questions, no, we will have a Q&A at the end of this video presentation, no, para at least nga, pag may questions kayo, masagot natin yan. Okay, sige Doc, start na tayo.
Sige, let's start na.
Sige.
Sasabihin ko na lang next, ha? No? Okay, so introduction to low carbohydrate, high fat, no? So, yun yung ibig sabihin ng LCHF, low carb, high fat. Okay, next. Sige. Ayan, malinaw ba? So, ano yan ha? Lechon yan, yung nandyan sa, lechon yung nasa bibig ng asawa ko. So, joke lang to. Is this keto? So, palagi akong tinatanong, Doc, is this keto? So, sagutin natin yan. Next. Okay, so ketosis 101. This is the simplest definition that I can give you. Okay? Number one, pag sinabi natin ketosis, ketosis is a normal metabolic state. So, ibig sabihin, this is a normal process in our body, no? Sa katawan mo, sa katawan ko, sa katawan natin lahat. No? So, keto is not food. Ketosis is a normal state, is a process sa loob ng katawan, okay? Which simply means, number two, that the body burns fat for fuel, okay? So, tignan nyo your own body fat. So, in-emphasize ko na yan. Body burns fat for fuel, your own body fat. So, if you have a lot of fat to lose, it's common sense that you need to push your body to burn your own fat. Okay? So, that is ketosis. Pag sinabing, oy, I'm ketogenic na. So, ibig sabihin, your body is burning your own fat. Okay? And then the third point, look glucose or blood sugar is so essential to the body that it is actually inessential to include in the diet because your body can produce its own. So, ibig sabihin yan, yung glucose, which we call blood sugar, is very essential. No? It's very important. No? Kailangan siya ng brain, kailangan siya ng kidneys. It's so important na hindi natin kailangan, kahit hindi tayo kumain ng sugar, mabubuhay tayo because your body can produce its own, no? So, ganun siya ka-importante. Okay? So, just some few points, no? So, tandaan nyo, ketosis is a state of your body, no? It's a metabolic state which you burn your own fat. Okay? So, next, papakita ko sa inyo kung ano yung mga profile ng organs natin, okay? So, for you to understand, I want you to understand kung ano ba talaga yung ginagamit ng katawan natin for energy. Okay? So, when you are at rest, nagpapahinga ka, natutulog ka, wala kang ginagawa. So, kasi we are bombarded with this thinking na, kailangan ko ng kumain ng kanin. Kasi, mamamatay ako pag hindi ako kumain ng kanin. Or kailangan ko ng tinapay, kailangan ko ng pansit, kailangan ko ng puto. Kasi when the time passes by, magugutom ako, baka hindi ko kayanin. Okay. So ito na yung sagot dun sa mga worries. Okay? Each organ has a unique metabolic need. Okay? Tignan niyo yung brain. Number one is the brain. So si brain natin, no? It needs around 120 grams of glucose per day. Okay? Now, it doesn't mean that you need to eat that much. Siguro yung 120 grams of glucose, parang 3 cups of rice, no? Ganun ang equivalent niya, 3 cups of rice. That's for the whole day. Yun lang sa brain nyo, no? Yun ang kailangan mo. But, if you don't eat rice, it can function on ketones. Tignan nyo yan, ketones. 70% during low carb, high fat, or when you are fasting. So, ibig sabihin, when you don't eat, your brain can still run. 70% of the energy will come from ketones. Ketones, galing siya sa fat. Okay? So, your brain can run on 2 fuels. Glucose or your ketones na nanggaling sa fat. Okay? So, it's not true na pag hindi ka kumain ng anything with sugar or carbohydrates, that your brain will not function. That's not true. You can still function 100%. And you know what? The brain actually is more sharp, no? It's sharper when it uses ketones as fuel, no? Okay, that's for the brain. Next, muscle. Yung muscle, no? It can actually use 3 types of fuel. Yung glucose, yung sugar. Number 2, yung fatty acids. And then, moving further, yung ketone bodies, no? 3. Okay? So, it depends on what state your muscle is in. So, kung kunyari, nagpapahinga ka, you are resting, natutulog ka. So, what does your muscle use? Your muscle is using fats. Okay? Hindi rice, hindi pandesal, hindi pansit. So, when you're resting, your muscles are using fatty acids, no? 85% of energy needs. Actually, to make it more detailed, even when you're walking, no, when you're doing low intensity activities, your body or your muscle rather are still using fatty acids. Okay? So tandaan mo yan. If you're walking, if you're sleeping, you're not lifting weights, no? Even when you're speed walking or you're jogging, your muscles are using fat, not sugar. Okay? Now, it becomes different kung nagko-contract na, actively contracting muscle, such like when you're lifting, no? Nagbubuhat ka na. So when you start lifting, dun na siya gagamit ng sugar because sugar or glucose, no? Because it's a faster source of burst of energy, no? Yung glucose. So, gaano kadalas ka naman mag weights, no? It depends. So, it's really case to case basis. And then look at your heart. No? Tingnan niyo yung third one, heart muscle. So, heart muscle is aerobic exclusive. Pag sinabing aerobic exclusive, it always use oxygen, no? And take note, look at that. Fatty acids are the main source of fuel. Andiyan na. So it doesn't mean na if you don't eat rice, mamamatay ka kasi wala kang energy. No. Your heart muscle uses fatty acids, no? And mind you, actually mas preferred ng heart muscles mo yung ketone bodies over glucose. So that's for your brain and your muscles. So your brain can use glucose, can use ketones. Your muscles mainly fats, no? Can use mainly fats and ketones. Pag actively contracting lang, tsaka lang siya gagamit ng glucose, such as when you're lifting something. Okay? Next, bro. Okay, so adipose. Adipose is yung taba, no? Our fat. So, actually, yung taba, dyan pumupunta yung ating mga excess energy, okay? So, how does it get fatter? Yung ating cells, no? So, maliit lang yan and then it will store the fat. So, yung fatty acids, yung fats, it can be from the liver or it can be from the food that you take, no? So, yung dalawa. Now, take note of this. I want you to remember this line. Tandaan nyo to, glucose level inside the cells, no? Yung sugar daw sa loob nung cells ng fat is a major factor in determining whether fatty acids are released into the blood. In simple terms, kapag merong sugar na pumapasok o merong sugar na nasa loob ng fat cells mo, okay, hanggat merong pumapasok, your fat will not release the fatty acids. Ibig sabihin, hindi niya i-release yung tinatago niyang taba. Okay? So as long as kumakain ka, that something is digested into simple sugar, example, your bread, your pandesal, your pancit, your Ovaltine, mga ganon. So long as you keep taking those things, so sasabihin niya sa taba, oops, wag ka magre-release ng fat because we have still a lot of sugar. So that's the process. That's why this is very important to understand, no? We will explain that later. Kidney. Ano yung ginagamit ng kidneys? Well, for your information, yung sugar lumalabas din siya sa kidney and then it gets reabsorbed. And then when you don't have sugar intake, actually yung kidneys natin, they provide as much 50% sugar supply for the body. Okay? So ang galing ng kidneys natin, no? So take care of your kidneys. Isang dalawang piraso lang. And then lastly, your liver. Okay? Then tinatawag na metabolic hub. Everything happens there, no? It's a filter, it's a regulator, so everything, no? Anong ginagamit ng liver for energy? Surprise, surprise. Ketones ang ginagamit. So as you can see, yung mga major organs like the things that we always use daily are highly complex, no? It's not just glucose. So it's a very complex system. We are a very complex organism, no? So it's very important to understand kung ano ba yung mga different profiles. It's not the same for all. Okay? So I hope you learned something from this one. Next, bro. So again, but before I carry on, konting disclaimer. Next. Again, konting disclaimer lang. So this webinar is for general information purposes only, and the recommendations are not meant to be considered medical advice. Okay, so as you know, I cannot practice medicine online. So all of this that I'm teaching you are for general information purposes. Now you have to consider them as part of your education. The best tool for managing your condition is for you to be equipped with the right information. Okay. There is no doctor-patient relationship that will happen throughout this webinar course. I may answer some of your questions, no, but these are for, tandaan nyo, these are for general information. You still have to coordinate with your doctors if you have certain conditions, no? Kasi mas maganda yung face-to-face ka na ma-manage ng doctor, okay? And of course, if you get some info from here, pwede mo rin siyang i-share dun sa iyong doctor, no? Kung sakaling hindi siya agree sa iyong mga pananaw. Okay? If you're okay with this, let's continue. Next. Sino po ako? Maikling background lang. Ako po si Alexander Saroca. I graduated BS Biology from De La Salle University and Doctor of Medicine in University of Santo Tomas. I've been practicing general medicine for more than 15 years na po. Currently, I am in Indochina. So now wala po ako dyan sa Pilipinas. Andito po ako somewhere delivering you my passion to teach, and I wanted to help you. So that's why kahit nandyan sa Pilipinas si Brother Laurent, nandito ako sa Thailand, we're still doing this for you guys because we want to share you guys itong knowledge na to. Okay, next. So, recently, I just finished an online training course from one of the best nutrition scientists in the world. Ang pangalan po niya, ang tawag po namin sa kanya ay Professor Tim Noakes. He's a doctor, he's a nutrition scientist, and I'm one of the lucky few na nakatapos po nitong course. I think we are the first 500 globally, no? So the course is ongoing for other batches. So ito po yung aking cert. Next. And I'm a member of their community, actually. Hindi ko lang alam kung malinaw yan. So I'm part of their network. So ang tawag po sa amin ay Nutrition Network Practitioners. So I'm the one, I think dalawa po kami dito sa Asia. One is from Singapore. But majority of them are from the States and European countries and Australia. Okay, next. So as you can see, nung unang panahon, ako po ay masyadong healthy. Siguro ito, I was around siguro 90 to 95 kilos. I was 95 kilos at that time, no? So I'm taking all sorts of medication for high blood pressure, for yung mga ganung bagay, no? And it came such to a point na ayoko na. So, next. Ayan. So, eto na po ako ngayon. So, how did I do it? Trial and error. Marami po akong dinaanan. I did some yo-yo dieting. So many. I lost weight. I gained fat again. I lost weight. I got injured. I gained fat. So it's been a roller coaster ride. But the one that kept me stable is this way of eating, no? I stayed away from mostly processed foods and refined carbohydrates, and I have no problem controlling my weight anymore. So yun ay tuturo ko sa inyo. So what is the scope of the problem? Okay, next. Gano'ng kalaki ba yung problema natin? So as you can see, we are bombarded with so many problems like diabetes, which is the number one cause of amputation, no, pagputol ng paa, which is also the top causes of kidney dialysis and blindness, no, pagkabulag. Diabetes is also related to stroke, to high blood pressure, sakit sa puso, no, and cancer. And also, tatalakayin din natin yung overweight, yung fatty liver, obesity, no, arthritis, all of those things, no, which are interrelated, no. Malalaman niyo yan later. I-explain ko kung bakit siya interrelated. Okay, next. So, this is the obesity graph from the World Health Organization. You don't need to pay particular attention to the numbers. I will just explain. So, obesity world from 1975 to 2015, just see the green arrow, pataas. Okay? So, yung obesity, pataas. Next. Next, bro. Okay. Sa Pilipinas, ganun din. Okay? So, from 1993 to 2013, pataas pa rin yung ating trend ng overweight, no? So, actually, 30% na ng Pilipino ang overweight, no? Okay, next. Ayan, so 3 out of 10. Mas maraming babaeng overweight kaysa sa lalaki, pero it's almost the same. Okay, next. So, and then, yung type 2 diabetes world, no? So, galing ulit sa World Health Organization from 1980 to 2014. So, that's around 34 years, 35 years. Ganun pa rin ang trend. It's going up, no? If medications are working, if the current dietary recommendation is working, dapat pababa ito. But it's still going up. Okay, next. So as you can see, just look at the green arrow. That's 422 million diabetics by 2014. So nag-double na siya. 1980, we have only 4.7%. And then by 2014, doble na. No? So it's alarming. No? I don't know how to explain it, pero apektado ako as an individual because I have relatives also who have diabetes. I have friends who have diabetes. I have treated patients who have diabetes. So, and then when you look at these statistics, it's just happening all over the world and it keeps creeping up. So we have to be a part of nurturing you guys to teach what is going on. Next. So sabi ni World Health Organization, nung 2000, we have 2.7 million Filipinos who are diabetic. Ang prediction, by 2030, magiging 7.7 million or 7.8 something. But we are already ahead of the game, no? We are approaching 7 million. Marami pang undocumented cases of diabetes sa Pilipinas. So, sad to say, itong 2030, ano yan? Bababa pa yan. Siguro by 2020 something, na-reach na natin yung 7.8 million. So, we have to do something about this. Okay, next. So yung mga nanonood dyan, no? Kaway-kaway lang kayo. Please share this to your wall para mas maraming matuto, okay? So going back, 2014, we have 422 million cases of adult diabetics. That's 1 out of 11 person globally. So kumuha ka ng 11 tao, kumuha ka dun ng isa, sigurado may diabetes. Okay, next. So ano daw yung mga risk factors? The generic thing, unhealthy diet. What constitutes an unhealthy diet? No, we will explain later. Physical inactivity, mas naging tamad daw yung mga tao. And then you have 1 out of 3 which is overweight, which translate to a risk factor for diabetes. 1 out of 10 is obese. So these are the common risk factors which we have been hearing, for the past 5 decades. No, next. Okay, so 2016, sa Pilipinas, the prevalence rate of diabetes is 5.8. Ang population natin, look at the yellow one, 103 million. So if you get 5.8% of the 103 million, ibig sabihin, merong 6 million na Pilipino na may diabetes no 2016. So medyo inayos ko lang to, it means 3 out of 50 Filipinos have diabetes. Marami na yun, no? Hindi lang halata kasi marami tayo eh. Pero 3 out of 50 with diabetes, paano na lang kung yung tatlo na yun walang pang dialysis, di ba? So we have to do something about it. Okay, next. So 2016 pa rin, no? Mortality, it means the cause of death, no? The cause of death from diabetes sa Pilipinas ay 6%, no? So 6%. But if you would look at the other portions, makita mo dyan 10% cancer, 33% heart disease, no? So most of those are preventable, no? It can be prevented. And magkaka-relate sila. Okay, next. So, to summarize, in 2016, merong nangyayaring 153 deaths per day. So 153 deaths ang nangyari noong 2016, no? And look at the bottom part. In 2017, just last year, the PhilHealth spent around 8 billion pesos to assist patients undergoing dialysis. Di ba? Nakakalungkot. Most of them are diabetics. So, paano na lang kung walang, I mean, we don't have enough, no? Or the patient doesn't have enough money. Di ba? Mahirap. Dati sakit to ng mayayaman na tinatawag. Sakit ng mayaman. Ngayon, I can see it almost all walks of life it's happening. So it has to stop somewhere, somehow, no? That's why we're teaching you guys. Tinuturuan namin kayo kung anong kailangan gawin para mabawasan natin to. Okay, next. So what started it all? Paano ba to nagsimula? Next. So, I'll tell you a short story, no? Ito si William Bunting. Si William Bunting ay taga England. Isa po siyang supulturero. Supulturero siya ng mga mayayaman. Now, to make the long story short, nung siya ay in the middle age, siya ay pataba ng pataba, ano? So, habang siya ay tumataba, nagpunta siya sa mga doctors. Nakuha niya yung mga suggestion ng mga doctors. Sabi, you have to exercise more, pero nagutom siya. You have to reduce your calorie, bawasan mo yung kinakain mo. Ganun din, ang hina naman siya. So, kumain din siya. And then, sabi nung isang doctor, relax, part lang yan ng pagtanda. So, eventually, at the age of 65, as you can see from there, yung timbang niya naging 92, yung BMI niya is 34, ibig sabihin, obese, no? Meron siyang masasakit na kasukasuan, meron siyang usli na pusod because of the fat inside this abdomen, meron siyang hearing problem, no? Ano yung karaniwang kinakain niya? Look at the bottom. He's eating bread, pastry, buttered toast, no, beer, meat, and all those things, no? I think you can relate. So, next, nung halos susuko na siya, na-meet niya si Dr. Harvey. Si Dr. Harvey ay isang surgeon na nag-training sa France and they're talking about the modern management for diabetes during that time and obesity, no? Ang sabi ni Dr. Harvey sa kanya, William, bawasan mo yung bread o tanggalin mo yung bread, tanggalin mo yung milk, tanggalin mo yung sugar, yung beer and potatoes. So, makikita niyo po sa baba, ito yung kanyang pagbabago, no? So, pwede siyang kumain ng bacon, ng beef, ng lamang loob, ng fish, ng poultry, no? Bawal ang pastry, bawal ang potato. Okay? Pwede yung tea pero walang sugar, bawal ang champagne, bawal ang beer kasi alam mo yun, these are just fermented carbohydrates, no? And actually kumakain pa siya ng konting toast, no? And then what happened? Next. So after 38 weeks, that's roughly around 9.5 months, nawala na yung kanyang joint pains kasi nabawasan siya ng timbang. Yung kanyang hearing, no, bumalik na. Kaya pala hindi siya makadinig kasi yung taba rito, bumabara dun sa tube, papunta rin sa tenga niya. Ngayon, nung nawala na yung taba niya rito, nakakarinig na siya. So if some of you can relate to this, maaaring ganyan yung nangyayari. Okay? So tapos yung usling puso niya nawala na rin. In summary, nawalan siya ng 21 kilos, nawalan siya ng 12 inches sa kanyang bewang just by avoiding the refined carbohydrates and the starchy ones. Okay? So sumulat siya ng pamphlet which is entitled Letter on Corpulence. Ibig sabihin ng corpulence is obesity. So it made it, I think, up to 4th edition during those times, no? So maraming mga tao ang nakinabang following his path para mabawasan ng timbang. So that's it. That's what he did. Okay? Next. So this is just for example, no? dalawang doctors during those times, during the 19th century, si Dr. Osler, which is the father of modern medicine, ang management niya for diabetes, or for obesity rather, is to stick to meat and eggs, and then you take out refined carbohydrates. And then for another doctor, si Dr. Tanner, no, in his book, napansin niya yung mga taong nag-harvest ng sugarcane, tumataba rin sila because it's sugar, no? So actually, as you can see, it was the standard approach during the 19th century na para sa mga taong nagiging obese or overweight, you just have to cut out the starch and you have to cut out the refined carbs, and then everything will be fine, and then you will drop down weight. Okay, next. So to make it simple, short and simple, based on history, no? William Banting, si Dr. Osler, the father of modern medicine, si Dr. Tanner, all of them, they suggest that starch and sugary foods can cause obesity. Okay, so tanggalin lang nila to sa diet and then you will lose weight easily. Okay, next. So anong nangyari? So after the World War II, no, Americans started dropping dead on the street. So naghahanap sila ng dahilan bakit nangangamatay yung mga Americans. For all they know, akala nila hindi masama yung sigarilyo, no? Because ano sila during that time, sabi ng mga advertisement, hindi masama yung sigarilyo. So they have to look at something else. So they did these studies. Ang tawag po sa study na to ay 7 country study, no? And what they found out is this. Next, bro. Okay. So in summary, sabi ni Ansel Keys, no? Ansel Keys po yung pangalan ng scientist. Sabi niya, masama daw yung cholesterol. Okay? Dahil it's related to heart disease. And then masama daw yung fat. Okay? So dito nang galing yung dalawang blame na, hoy, wag kang kumain ng itlog, makolesterol yan. Okay? If that sounds familiar to you, dito nang galing 'yon. And then wag kang kumain ng mantika ng ano ba 'yon? Ano ba yung latik, di ba? Masama 'yon. That's bad, it's fat, no? So dito nang galing 'yon. But mind you, no, dun sa study niya of seven countries, actually 22 countries yun no? There are 22 countries, and then he cherry-picked, no? Kumuha lang siya ng 7 which will support his theory. Hindi niya sinabi that fat consumption was associated with less death. So yung mga countries na kumakain ng mas maraming fat, mas konti yung namamatay, no? And then those countries with higher fat, they had longer lives. Hindi niya sinabi yon. Okay? They stick with serum cholesterol is bad and fat is bad. Okay? So next. So by 1997, naglabas ng dietary guidelines ang United States. Okay? Hindi na nila inintay yung mga scientists for other evidences, kahit nagrereklamo sila, hindi nila pinansin yon. So now, yung dating paniniwala na starch and sugary foods is bad, no? It's now good, no? So yung fattening carbohydrate, hindi na siya unhealthy. Naging healthy na siya kasi it's low in fat. Yung fat ang naging enemy. Okay, next, bro. So ayan na. So yung fattening carbohydrate, siya na yung naging healthy whole grain. Tapos yung fat na masyado raw maraming calories, it was blamed for obesity. And then look at the bottom, no? Yung dating model in the 19th century na fattening carbohydrate, naging calorie in, calorie out. So you have to count now. Kailangan mo na magbilang ng calories. Okay, sounds familiar? Next. Okay, so to summarize, no, 1990s, siguro nakikita nyo to sa school and everywhere. Up to until now, buhay pa to, buhay na buhay, yung ating food pyramid, no? Look at the bottom. So majority, 55% to 60% of your food intake should come from carbohydrates, no? Actually, wala tong basis, no? There is no basis for this recommendation. Okay? Look at the next one, 1995, tignan niyo yan, yung mga may arrow. Plenty of grain products, sabi, okay? Ano pa? Low in fat, low in saturated fat, low in cholesterol, moderate in sugars. So, it doesn't really make sense. Next. And then look at this, no? Another one. Tignan nyo na lang yung mga may arrows. So, ano raw yung eating plan for healthy American? So, number 1, doon sa taas, left, breads, cereals, pasta, starch. Okay? And then you could see below, desserts, no? Pwede kang kumain ng crackers, ng cookies, no? Frozen fat-free yogurt, no? Pwede rin ng candies. Okay? So, this is 1995, not so long ago. Okay, next. So, 2010, medyo ni-refine nila yan. My plate, ganun pa rin. Nandiyan pa rin yung grains. No? Dinagdagan lang nila ng vegetable, no? Sa upper left. And then as you can see, yung Philippine Dietary Guideline, we just adopted the United States guideline. Meron pa nga juice sa ilalim. Look at that, no? Diba? Okay, so next. So again, nandito na tayo sa era ng calories in and calories out. You have to count the energy that's coming in and you have to count the energy that's going out. They think it's that simple. Okay, next. So this is just a graph showing when the obesity epidemic started. Diba? At kung matatandaan mo, lumabas yung dietary suggestion noong 1977, and then tignan mo yung arrow, the yellow arrow, no? Lumabas yung arrow for obesity trend. Nagsimula siyang tumaas nung yung time na yon, 1976 to 1980. Ayun, no, parang rocket, di ba? Tumaas na. So doon siya nagsimula. Next. So, ayan, nanggaling na tayo dito kanina. So, after that recommendation, so the obesity skyrocketed. Tumaas na siya. Next. And then diabetes followed a few years after. Okay, next. So, why do we get fat? Bakit ba tayo tumataba? Bakit tayo tumataba? Why calorie reduction and exercising is not working? Next. So, dun muna tayo sa calorie reduction, no? Counting calories is not working, no? Hindi siya effective. Okay, next. Okay. This is just one study. I don't want you to get overwhelmed, no? Please bear with me. Ang ginawa lang nila dito, no? Nag-study sila ng 50 na overweight na tao, okay? 10 weeks ang weight loss, no? And then pinakain sila ng very low energy or very low calorie diet, 500 lang as you can see. So anong nangyari? Tignan mo yung blue. So initially during the 8 to 10 weeks bumaba yung kanyang timbang. That's the weight. But 10 weeks up to the 62nd week, tignan nyo, tumaas uli yung kanyang timbang. So given the same calories, initially, it's good, bababa yung timbang mo, but eventually, doing the same thing, your body will adjust, tataas uli yung timbang mo. Your body will adapt to whatever you're doing. Lalo na kapag chronic, no? Chronic, it means daily. Regular mong ginagawa yung binabawasan mo yung calories. So it's not gonna work. As you can see from this chart, it's very evident. It will work a few weeks and then you will regain your lost weight. Okay, next. So ano ang nangyari? Okay? Huwag kayong matakot dito. Ano ang nangyari? Sisimplihan ko lang. Look at the first one. If you can see the glutamate hormone, no? From your left side, left upper side, glutamate hormone. So yung black, that is the baseline, no? Diyan siya nagsimula. Now, nung nag-diet siya, after 10 weeks and after 62 weeks, anong nangyari dun sa glutamate hormone? Look at the blue arrow. It went up. So, ibig sabihin, after niyang nag-caloric reduction, after several weeks, yung kanyang gutom or hunger hormone, it went up. So, ibig sabihin, kapag tumaas yung iyong hunger hormone, what will happen to you? mas gutom ka eh. So you will just eat more, okay? On the other hand, tignan nyo tong busog hormone, okay? The satiety hormones. So tatlo yan, no? I will not elaborate further. So from the baseline, yung black, nagsimula siya doon, and then after dieting, 10 weeks, and then 62 weeks, tignan nyo yung blue arrow, it went down. So ibig sabihin, yung busog hormones ng mga candidates, they went down. So ibig sabihin, wala nang pumipigil, no? Yung busog, mas konti na lang. So yung gutom, tumaas, yung busog, bumaba. So it's all hormonal, no? It's not simply counting calories, no? It's hormonal. Meron tayong mga hormones sa loob ng katawan natin that adjusts, no? Depending on what we are doing or what we are feeding or yung mga ganung bagay. So stop counting calories. It doesn't work. Okay? Next. So what happens to summarize, ang nangyari sa kanila, bumaba yung kanilang metabolism. So ibig sabihin, bumaba yung energy consumption ng katawan kasi nga binabaan niya yung, isipin mo for 10 weeks, no? For 10 weeks, 500 calories lang yung kinakain niya daily. So ang iisipin nung iyong katawan, oh my God, matagal tayong ganito. So we have to lower our energy consumption, no? And then, at the same time, yung kanyang mga hormones, no? So, mas nagutom siya. Bumagsak yung kanyang metabolism, tumaas yung kanyang hunger hormones. What happened? Bumigat uli siya. It's futile. Okay, next. So, exercise. Why does exercise not work? Hindi siya effective. Next. So, another study, ito malaking study to. I just want you to focus on the arrow. Ano po ito? They studied 34,000 women for 3 years. They exercise 60 minutes daily. Okay? So tandaan nyo, 60 minutes daily, nag-exercise sila for 3 years. And then after 3 years, imbis na bumaba yung timbang nila, they gained weight. They gained 2.6 kilograms. Nakakalungkot. They were expecting na dapat bumaba. Okay? Next. Ito dapat ang nangyari. Ito dapat ang nangyari dyan. So, just follow me, okay? So, example, you consume 2,000 kilocalories a day. Yan yung energy na kino-consume. 2,000 calories, walang gain weight, walang lose weight, okay? Maintenance. And then, kunwari, you exercise for 60 minutes. So, given that exercise, tignan nyo, kita nyo ba yung 400 calories? So, if you exercise 60 minutes, kunwari, you will lose 400 calories. And then, you multiply that 5 times a week, that's 2,000 na, di ba? And then, you multiply that for 1 year, that's 104,000 calories deficit in 1 year. Imagine if you did that for 1 year. That's 104,000 kilocalories deficit. Now, yung isang pound ng taba is equivalent to 3,500 calories. So, dinivide natin yung 104,000 by 3,500. Theoretically, you should lose, or they should have lost 13.5 kilos in 1 year. Kaso, 3 taon yan. So, you multiply 13.5 kilos by 3, that's 40.5 kilograms that they should have lost in 3 years. Pero ano nangyari? They gained 2.6 kilos. So, it doesn't work. Exercise would not work. Just for the same reason that your body would adjust. Okay? So stop. I don't tell you to. I'm not telling you to stop exercising. It's good, but it's not for weight loss. It's for overall health. Okay? Next. So anong nangyari? So tingnan niyo lang yung number. Number 1, nagbawas ng calories, and then they exercise more. And then number 2, they will lose weight temporarily, and then the body will catch up. Number 3, it will decrease metabolism, and then it will increase hunger, and then you will regain weight, and then you will go back to the same, eat less, exercise more, and then you will go around in circles hanggang dumating yung time na sumuko ka na. Okay, next. So what makes us fat? Anong nagpapataba? Bakit tayo tumataba? Next. Okay. I'll cut the chase short. So insulin, no? I think most of you knows insulin. Yes, ginagamit po siya ng mga diabetics, yung ini-inject, okay? But we have our own insulin, no? Our insulin is a storage hormone. So it stores energy. So every time we eat, no, tuwing kumakain tayo, we eat protein, we eat carbohydrates, ini-store ni insulin yung energy, okay? In the form of fat, okay? So it's a storage hormone. Next. So this is just an example. Tignan niyo ang pangalan niya si Elizabeth. Siya yung first customer of insulin since it was discovered in 1921. So si Elizabeth, meron siyang type 1 diabetes. So type 1 diabetes, wala silang insulin, okay? Wala silang insulin sa loob ng katawan. It's damaged. So tingnan mo yung first picture niya, payat siya. Because kahit anong kainin niyang sugar or carbohydrates or protein, hindi magamit ng katawan niya. It cannot store it dahil walang insulin. Now, nung na-discover si insulin, nag-inject siya 4 months after, look at her. Diba? She gained fat. So, it just shows that insulin can store energy in the form of fat. Simple lang, di ba? Okay, next. So, ito, I'm not going to expound on this. Just to show you yung mga gamot, no? Yung mga gamot na merong insulin, and yung mga gamot na nagpapalabas ng insulin sa katawan, it can control your sugar, okay? Look at the graph, the first graph. You can see there low sugar. It means nakokontrol niya yung sugar. But, look at the second graph. It means at an increasing dose, no? Pataas ng pataas yung ini-inject na insulin. And then also, tumataas din yung weight. So, if you inject insulin, you will gain weight, no? Because it will store the fat. Okay, next. So another hormone that can make you fat is your stress hormone, no? So para po sa mga nakikinig diyan, no, who are always stressed and you're getting fat, no? Cortisol, ang stress hormone natin, it makes you fat, no? So it will stimulate your body to produce more sugar na hindi naman nagagamit, and then it will deposit it into your tummy, no? Kaya yung mga chronic stress, yung mga sobrang stress na tao, and then they just sit all the time, you can see they accumulate fat in their abdomen, no? And then this fat is dangerous, no? It can lead to all sorts of metabolic problems, okay? So tandaan nyo, dalawa na, insulin and stress hormone can make you fat. Okay, next. So tandaan nyo, high insulin, it can promote fat storage. High insulin, it can block fat usage. So tuwing mataas ang insulin ng katawan mo, it will block your fat from releasing the fats, okay? So, what stimulates high insulin level? Ano ba yung nag-stimulate? Bakit siya tumataas all the time? The most or the strongest stimulator, yun yung mga fattening carbohydrates, yung mga refined carbohydrates, okay? Your sugar, even your healthy whole grains, polished rice, bread, pasta, candies, yung mga yan, ano? Okay? So, pag kumakain ka nito madalas, kahit konti lang, okay? Kahit konti lang. Konti lang naman kinakain ko eh. Oo nga. Konti lang kinakain mo pero madalas naman. No? How often do you eat per day? Let's say 7 times per day. Tapos puro ganito kinakain mo. So you keep stimulating insulin. So palagi kang nag-store ng fat. 'Di ba? Sabi nga ng mga lola natin, if you want to slim down, don't eat. Ganun lang kasimple. Okay? Next. So again, sorry, paulit-ulit. I just want you to understand and put in your head what makes you fat. It's your hormones, okay? If you stimulate your insulin all the time, you will gain weight. If you're chronically stressed, kung palagi kang stressed, you will also have the potential to gain weight. Okay, next. Okay. So what makes you fat? High insulin or stress hormone levels will make you fat or overweight. And then when you're fat, that's the time you eat too much and exercise too little. Nakakalito, di ba? Bakit? Ganito yan. Kasi, kapag mataas yung insulin, so mag-i-store na siya ng fat. Okay? And then, pag mataas pa rin si insulin, hindi mo na magamit yung fat na naka-store. Nasa loob lang siya. So, ano mangyayari? Your body will think na kulang ka sa energy. No? So, you will eat more. That's why you eat too much. The fatter you get, the more you eat. Kasi hindi magamit nung katawan mo yung energy sa loob. Okay? Or, kapag konti naman ang kinain mo, sasabihin ng katawan mo, hindi ko magamit yung fat eh. Tapos konti lang kinakain ko. So, tatama rin akong mag-exercise. So, you become sluggish. So, that's the explanation. Don't blame fat people that they are lazy, that they are gluttons. No, it's not true. It's hormonal, no? So, I was guilty in the past, no? I thought na ganun lang kasimple yon, that they just love eating. No, it's not. It's hormonal, no? It's an interplay of hormones. So, don't blame yourself, no? Kung if you're overweight, it's hormonal, no? So you just have to understand this. And then I'm going to tell you what you have to do para ma-reverse mo to. Okay, next, bro. So William Bitin is right all along, no? Fattening carbohydrates can cause high insulin levels and then it can cause obesity. Okay, next. So ito yung explanation, no? Dual fuel, your body's secret. Next. Okay, so just to reiterate, ang role ni insulin, no, when you eat carbohydrates, it will turn into blood sugar. Pag meron ng blood sugar sa iyong katawan, your insulin will be released and then it will store it or your body will use it for energy. Okay, that's the flow. Okay, next. So, example, no? Example. Nag-groceries ka, that's your refined carbohydrates, no? Yeah, that's your food. Nag-groceries ka, nilagay mo muna siya sa refrigerator. Okay? Kaso, puno na yung refrigerator mo. So, anong mangyayari? Punta ka dun sa basement, ilagay mo naman sa freezer. No? Dun sa baba, sa freezer. So, nag-groceries ka, nilagay mo sa fridge, umapaw na yung fridge mo, ilagay mo sa basement freezer. That's the sensible thing to do. Okay? Next. Let's go to your body naman, no? So parang ganun din ang analogy. Kumain ka ng carbohydrates, kumain ka ng 3 platong kanin, okay? 3 platong kanin, tumaas yung insulin mo, it will go to the liver, and some in the muscle, it will store the kanin na naging sugar into the liver and into the muscle. Now, yung sobra, it will go to the basement freezer, which is your fat, and it will be stored as fat. Okay? So, ganun lang siya. Kumain ka ng carbs, napuno yung liver mo, sobra, naging taba. Simple. Next. Okay. So, analogy ulit. Yung katawan natin, dalawa ang fuel. Okay? So, let's go first with this car. So, imagine you have a supercar that runs on 2 fuels, no? Look at the left, that's gasoline. Look at the right, that's diesel. Okay? So, it runs on gasoline. Pag nakalock siya, tignan nyo yun, merong susi sa baba, okay? Yung susi, yung master key, nakasaksak siya dun sa padlock. Pag nakasaksak siya dun sa padlock, hindi ma-access yung diesel. Okay? Gasoline lang ang magagamit. Okay? Nandyan yung susi, hindi magagamit si diesel. Yung gasoline lang. Okay, next. Paano pag naubos na yung gasoline? Okay, we have to take out the master key para magbukas yung lock and then the diesel can be accessed. Okay? Walang susi, nagamit na yung diesel. Okay? Next. Now, look again. Wala ka ng gasoline, pero nandyan pa rin yung susi. So which means, hindi mo magagamit yung diesel kahit nandyan yan. So what would you do? You go to the nearest gasoline station, and then you top up your gas. Kahit meron ka pang diesel. Kasi ayaw mong tanggalin yung susi eh. Okay, I hope you understand this analogy. Okay, next. Diyan tayo sa katawan mo naman. Okay, yung master key is insulin. Okay, so we have two fuels, the sugar and the body fat. Okay, so pareho silang full. Okay, pareho silang full. So long na nahandyan si insulin, yung body sugar lang ang magagamit mo. Okay, wala kang access kay body fat. Next. Now, naubos na si body sugar. So what would you do para ma-access mo yung body fat? Tanggalin mo si insulin or make it low so that your body can access the body fat. Okay? Next. Now, wala ka ng body sugar. Look at the left. Tapos nandiyan pa rin yung insulin mo. Yung insulin mo mataas. So you cannot access your body fat. So what will happen? Magugutom ka. Kahit mataba ka na, nandiyan yung taba mo, nagugutom ka kasi mataas yung insulin eh. You cannot access the body fat. So what will happen? You go to your pantry and then you top up. Kumain ka. That's the most sensible thing to do kasi hindi mo magamit yung body fat eh. Okay, so that's the analogy between the car and your body, using two fuels. Okay, understand? I hope you understand. Mamaya magtanong kayo if you don't understand. Now, next question, Doc. What keeps insulin persistently high? Bakit ba siya tumataas? Okay, next. Simple lang po ang sagot. So, persistent insulin elevation is caused by eating. Every time you eat, you stimulate your insulin na tumaas, especially when you eat carbohydrates and to a little extent, some protein. Okay? So, look at this graph. So, 7 a.m., kumain ka, you store fat. 12 noon, kumain ka, you store fat. 7 p.m., kumain ka, you store fat. And then in between na you don't eat, that's the time your body is able to use those food that you eat, that you ate rather, no? Next. So how about if you eat more frequently? So kumain ka ng 7, kumain ka ng 9, 12, 3, 7, 9. So you narrow down, no? Masyado nang narrow yung burning, no? Palagi ka na lang nasa fat storing. Every time you eat, you store it. You store. Si insulin palaging mataas. So there is no more time for your body to use the stored fat. Next. Lalo na to, no? So, kasi merong iba sa atin, we just, sabi, Doc, I only eat 3 times a day or 6 times a day. Pero unknowingly, yung iba, ganun lang ng ganun. Punta ka sa kotse, makain. Uy, pare, makain, di ba? Mga ganun. So, unknowingly, we're eating all the time, no? We're para tayong gilingan. So, wala nang time yung katawan to use the stored fat. So, yung fat burn period mo, sobrang liit na lang. Pag natutulog ka, buti nga natutulog ka pa eh. Paano na lang kung di ka natutulog? Okay? So, the point I'm trying to drive at here, constantly eating and eating too much carbs, both stimulates high insulin all the time. At all time. Okay? Next. Short quiz, no? When it comes to dietary intake, who do you think we are really smarter than millions of years of evolution, di ba? Noong mga caveman days, tingnan mo, di ba? They are tough, no? Tapos ngayon ganito, we have to do something about it. Okay? Next. So, alam na natin kung bakit tumataas palagi yung insulin, no? Kung ano yung nagpapataas. So, anong nangyayari? What if insulin is persistently high? Next. Ano na mangyayari? So, look at the left. This is how it operates. Yung glucose, yung sugar, is the yellow one. Yung white, no, yan yung cell natin sa katawan. And then the triangle one, the blue one, is the insulin. So, every time your sugar goes inside the body, papasok siya through insulin, no? Kailangan ng insulin. So you can see from the left, si glucose or sugar nasa labas, and then to the right, nasa loob na siya ng cell. Yan yung role ni insulin, no? Ipasok for storage. Next. Okay, so eto naman, paano pag ayaw nang makinig, no? So when you're insulin resistant, when you have too much sugar, and then you have too much insulin, ito yung nangyayari, nabibingi. Nabibingi na yung cell mo. So look at the left, nandiyan pa sa labas si sugar, and then look at the right, handun na lang siya sa labas. Hindi na siya makapasok kahit na handun si insulin. So your body is trying to push away the sugar, no? Kahit nandiyan pa si insulin. That's why it's called insulin resistant. No, hindi na siya nakikinig kay insulin. Next. So, yan yung term, insulin resistance. And it is related to so many problems, no? Hypertension, diabetes, polycystic ovarian syndrome, fatty liver, even cancer, no? So, you can connect everything from here. Next. Okay, so short lang. Sa type 1 diabetes, anong pinagkaiba? Type 1, look at the number. Number 1, ayan yung lapay, that's the pancreas. And then number 2, meron pong mga antibodies. Yung antibodies ng katawan mo, sinisira yung sariling cells ng pancreas. So what happens? Nawawala na yung production ng insulin. So yung insulin ng sariling katawan, wala na. Same like the example a while ago, si Elizabeth, no? So, kailangan nito ng insulin, okay? Type 1 diabetes, kailangan ng insulin. Period. Next. Type 2 diabetes, tignan nyo itong nasa left, no? So, key, yung susi, insulin, magbabite siya sa number 2, yun yung gate, and then mag-open yung number 3. Yung gate open. So, papasok na si sugar. That's the mechanism. Now, what happens is, tignan nyo dun sa left, yung blue, number 1, si insulin magbabind dun sa receptor, no, sa lock, but the gate will not open, number 3. So, the sugar is trapped outside. So, yan yung insulin resistance. Okay? Next. So, eventually, when you have this, you will have diabetes, meron kang, which will develop complications like stroke, blindness, heart attack, kidney failure, amputation. Okay? Next po. Ano po yung tubig ko Ito pala. So, what are the symptoms of diabetes? No? Blurred vision, weight loss, frequent urination, kasi lumalabas yung sugar sa ihi, excessive thirst, no? Kasi nga lumalabas yung sugar sa ihi, then inom ka ng inom, lack of energy kasi hindi na magamit ng katawan yung sugar, no? Pangmamanhid, no? Numbness, and then slow healing wounds. Okay, next. So, just a review, no? The sugar cannot go inside your cells kasi insulin resistant. Ayaw niya na makinig. Bingi na siya. Next. So, this is a normal person. Okay? Follow me. Number 1. Yung red, yun yung sugar. Okay? Kumain ka ng carbs. Pumasok yung sugar sa katawan mo. And then number 2, yung blue is yung insulin. So, naglabas ng insulin yung katawan. And then what happens? Number 3, wala na yung red, wala na yung sugar. So, ibig sabihin, sensitive yung katawan mo, nakikinig siya kay insulin. Kumain ka ng carbs, nag-release ng insulin, pumasok si sugar sa loob. Tapos, you're sensitive. Next. Ito ang insulin resistant. Follow me again. Number 1, kumain ka ng carbs. Number 2, nag-release ng insulin yung katawan mo, yun yung mga blue. And then number 3, nandiyan pa rin yung sugar. So it's still flooded in the blood. So hindi na siya nakuha nung insulin release, no? Hindi na siya naipasok. So what will happen is next. Jaran! So ganito na ang nangyari. So paulit-ulit na yan, no? Every time you eat carbohydrates, magre-release ang insulin, tapos hindi papasok lahat, magre-release uli ng insulin, hindi uli papasok lahat ng sugar, and then kakain ka uli, and then maiipon na yung blood sugar mo. So, halo-halo na yan. Mataas yung sugar mo, mataas pa rin yung insulin mo, and then all of those things will manifest, no? Mind you, too much insulin is as bad as too much sugar. Okay? Please bear this in mind. Kung masama ang high blood sugar, masama din po ang masyadong mataas na insulin. Okay? Bakit? Kasi insulin is a storage hormone, no? That is the function of insulin, to store energy. Okay? The primary role is to store energy, not to control blood sugar. Okay? Store energy, yung controlling ng blood sugar is just a function of storing energy. Now, there are other things that insulin can do when it's too much. I'll give you two things. One, it can make your blood vessels thicker, no? Magmo-multiply, dadami yung mga smooth muscle cells sa inyong blood vessels, so it will become less flexible. So if you have high insulin, your blood vessels will become less flexible. Ano mangyayari? You will have high blood pressure. You will have stroke. You will have heart problems, no? And then number 2, insulin is mitogenic. Mitogenic, ibig sabihin, it can stimulate mitosis, division. So, too much insulin can cause cancer. Okay? So, that's why insulin resistance is also related to cancer. So, that's it. Okay? So, and then those other things. So, atherosclerotic heart disease, metabolic syndrome, fatty liver. Okay? So, subway analogy. Okay, bro. Sige, next. Doon tayo sa trend. So, this is how your body works. This is from Dr. Jason Fung, no? Yung body natin, yung cells, these are just like train, no? And then yung people, sila yung glucose, yung sugar, and then the platform is the blood, no? Para makapasok yung mga tao sa train, kailangan ng security guard. Yung security guard, yan yung kunyari yung insulin. So, konting CQ lang kailangan, di ba? So, it's very organized. Next. What happens kung sobra na yung sugar or sobra na yung tao? So, in Japan, they have subway pushers, no? You need more guards para itulak, papasok yung mga tao. So, if you would think of this as your body, yung cells, yan yung train. Yung mga tao, siya yung sugar na kailangan pumasok dun sa train or dun sa cells. Si insulin, yun yung mga guards. So, it would take more insulin para maipasok yung glucose na hindi na kayang pumasok. Okay? So, that's it. That's the resistance. Next. So, this is for your information, no? Usually, at any point in time, yung blood sugar natin is around 100 milligrams per deciliter. So, we have 5 liters of blood on the average. So, pumapatak na we only need 1 teaspoon of sugar in your blood at all given time. 1 teaspoon. Isang kutsarita lang po for the whole time. Next. So, you're diabetic and you decided to eat 1 cup of boiled rice. This is what will happen. So, ginawa ko lang po itong teaspoon sugar explanation to make it simpler, no? So, 45 grams of carbohydrates, 1 cup of rice is equivalent roughly to 9 teaspoons of sugar. Kailangan lang natin ng isa. This is 9. So, what will happen to your pancreas? Hirap na hirap siyang magtrabaho just to bring your blood sugar down. No? Next. So, it's the same, no? Focus to the left. Magbabind si insulin dun sa receptor, pero ayaw nang makinig nung gate. Hindi na siya magbubukas to let the glucose inside. So, trap na siya. Okay, next. End. So, di ba, pinakita ko sa inyo kanina, marami ng sugar sa may insulin resistant, no? Marami ng sugar, marami ng insulin. So, they're trying to the insulin is trying to control the sugar, no? Masyado nang umaapaw din yung insulin. And then for a person with type 2 diabetes na hindi na makontrol yung sugar, you're still going to give external insulin. Do you think that will solve the problem? I don't think so. Type 1 diabetes, yes. Type 2 diabetes, over ka na eh. Over ka na sa insulin, tas magdadagdag ka pa. So it doesn't do the work. Next. So actually, yung insulin resistance is somehow protective, no? Your body is trying to protect itself from nutrient or sugar overload. Okay, next. So, okay. Tignan nyo muna tong blue. One by one tayo. Yung blue arrows, it shows your own insulin, no? Meron tayong sariling insulin. So, if you would follow the arrow, you can see your insulin is slowly going up. Di ba? Yung sarili mong insulin niya sa loob ng katawan mo, it's slowly going up. Now, look at the one that is in box, yung merong box na red. That's your sugar, okay? So, tingnan nyo siya. So, yung sarili mong insulin, marked blue, it's going up. Next, bro. Yan. Habang tumataas yung sarili mong insulin, look at the mark, the green mark. Yung resistance, no? It's also going up. So, parang tumataas yung insulin mo just to control the sugar, and then the resistance is also going up. Meron siyang hangganan, no? And then next, yan na. Kapag na-reach niya na yung hangganan ng resistance, yung sugar mo, hindi na makokontrol. It will go up na. No? Tataas na siya. And then look at the blue one, yung insulin mo, it will start going down. No? Why? Kasi pag sobrang taas na ng sugar mo, it's toxic to the pancreas. No? Lalasunin niya na yung pancreas, so it will now go down in its production. But you still have the resistance, di ba? So what causes the resistance? It's the overload, no? Tataas yung sugar mo, kokontrolin siya ng insulin, pero habang tumataas, hindi na kaya, yung resistance mo, oops, hanggang dito na lang ako, bro. Tapos babagsak na siya. Tataas na yung sugar mo. So that's what happens. So insulin is not the answer, no? Injecting insulin is not the answer. Next. I hope you get my point. So, obesity and type 2 diabetes are opposite sides of the same coin. Okay, next. So, they're both insulin-resistant conditions. Next, bro. So, if there are three things that I want you to remember, obesity or type 2 diabetes, number one, they both have high insulin levels. Okay? Si obesity, mataas ang insulin palagi, that's why it's storing fat. Si diabetes, mataas ang insulin palagi, that's why it's resistant, ayaw nang pumasok ng sugar. So they both have high insulin levels, they both have high insulin resistance, and then for diabetics, you have high blood sugar. Okay? Next. So, again, high insulin, it promotes fat storage. High insulin, it blocks fat usage. High insulin, it promotes insulin resistance. Again, pag mataas palagi ang insulin, mag-store ka ng fat. Pag mataas palagi ang insulin, hindi mo magagamit yung fat sa loob ng katawan mo. Pag mataas palagi ang insulin, the more prone you are to develop resistance. No? Ayaw niya kasi ng nutrient overload. Okay, next. So again, what stimulates persistently high insulin levels? It's eating carbohydrates all the time. Okay? I'm not saying that carbohydrates is bad. I'm just saying that for some people, especially for those who have a tendency to develop insulin resistance and diabetes or obesity, eating carbohydrates, especially the refined ones all the time, will not help. Ano yun? Sugar, breads, polished rice, no, pasta, candies, noodles, and all those things. Lahat na may harina. Okay? Next. So, recap. Simple lang. Eating carbohydrates all the time will produce persistent and elevated. Sorry, bro. Balik. Again, balik. Let's go back. Okay, sorry. So, next. Okay, yan. So, fattening carbohydrates, eating it all the time, it will promote persistent and elevated insulin levels. And then, it will promote fat storage, and then you will become obese. Or, tignan nyo yung number 2, persistent and elevated insulin level, it will promote insulin resistance, and then you will develop type 2 diabetes. Okay? Next. So again, what causes insulin resistance? You can read with me. Number one, repeated consumption of huge amount of carbohydrates. It will stimulate high insulin levels. Number three, it will try to avoid excessive sugar because it's trying to resist. So it's called number four, insulin resistance. And then you will have type 2 diabetes. So yun yung big word, insulin resistance. Next. Solution. Next. Baliktarin lang natin yung equation kanina. So you have to decrease yung carbohydrates, no? Especially the refined carbohydrates. Pag ginawa mo yun, bababa na rin yung insulin. And then when insulin goes down, you will go to the fat burning mode. Tandaan nyo yung analogy kanina? Ma-access mo na yung fat mo. And then you will lose your weight. And also, if you decrease insulin, you will have more sensitivity, no? You will also lower your blood sugar. Next. So ito na yung sagot. Again, no? To treat type 2 diabetes or obesity, tignan nyo yung taas. Number one, it's either you don't put sugar in, or for obese, you reduce consumption of the refined carbohydrates. Or you look down, you burn the toxic sugar off. And number four, you reduce insulin secretion by fasting, no? So dalawa lang siya. You either do low carb and then you do fasting, or you do both. Okay, next. So simple lang. Para hindi maipon yung basura sa loob ng bahay, number one, wag ka na mag-imbak ng basura or don't put sugar in. Or number two, itapon mo yung basura or you have to fast para magamit siya ng katawan mo. Okay? So that's low carb and fasting lifestyle. Next. So as I mentioned a while ago, dieta, no? Dieta is a Greek word meaning way of life. So obesity and type 2 diabetes are dietary diseases. You cannot drug a dietary problem. Okay? Simple as that. Next. So, 1917, ito po yung diabetic cookery. Tingnan natin kung ano yung nasa loob. Wala pang insulin nito. Next. So, ayan. So, tingnan nyo lang po. Just a quick browse. Look at the left. Pwedeng kainin, no? Nung 1917, ano to? Dietary book to. Pwedeng beef, pwedeng lamang loob, pwedeng chicken, no? Tignan nyo sa gitna, bacon, beef, no? Tignan nyo dun sa kanan, hindi ko alam yung iba dyan eh, no? Mustard, olives, no? Okay, next. Ito mas importante yung next. Ano yung mga bawal? 1917, 100 years ago. Bawal ang sugar, bawal ang starch, bawal ang flour, bread, biscuit, rice, oatmeal, macaroni, dried fruits, no? Lahat to bawal nung wala pang insulin sa mga diabetics. Next. Pero ngayon pwede na. Anong nangyari? Sabi dito, tignan yung may box covered with insulin. So ibig sabihin, pwede mong kainin kahit ano as long as it's covered with medication. Nakakalungkot. Next. So just to remind you, no, one cup of boiled rice is around 9 to 10 teaspoon of sugar. Yung banana, 6 teaspoons of sugar. Just a comparison. Okay, next. So, isang magazine for diabetes sa mga Pilipino. Tignan nyo yan. Pwede kang kumain. Tignan nyo yung araw, Pwede kang kumain ng whole grains. Pwede kang kumain ng starchy foods. Pwede kang kumain ng sweet desserts. Okay? So, pwede raw. Sabi nung isang drug company. Next. So, tignan nyo yung left. This is from a newspaper that I got. Gumawa sila ng menu, recipe for diabetes. Pwede raw, no? Ano yung sabi ron? Pwedeng whole grain oats, wheat grain, oat bran, raisins, dried baked apples. But you look at the 1917 cookery, lahat ng sinabi niya bawal. So anong nangyari? It's just 100 years away. Okay? Next. So, I just want to emphasize, 7.8 million, we're getting there. So, we have to do something about it. Next. So, summarize po, again, if you want to reverse type 2 diabetes or you want to lose weight, it's either you don't put sugar in or reduce consumption of your refined carbs, you do a low-carb diet. Okay? Or you burn your sugar off and then you reduce insulin, you do fasting. Okay, next. Ano ba ang low-carb diet? Ito po yon. Next. So, it's just about focusing on real food, no? So, pwede yung itlog, pwede yung bacon, pwede yung meat, pwede yung avocado, a little bit of cheese, no? So, rule of thumb is stick to real food. If you don't have diabetes, okay lang, no? You can eat some carbs, no? But if you have diabetes, you have to minimize. You have to keep it very, very, very low, no? So that's why it's called low carb. And then you stick to natural food. Okay, next. Paano naman yung fasting? Next. Fasting is just restricted window pag kumain ka. So look at this, no? Ang tawag dito 16-8. It means 16 hours hindi ka kakain and then within 8 hours kumakain ka but you only eat 2 times, no? Isang 12, isang 7. And then the rest of the time you're burning fat. Okay? Good. Next. Or you can eat 1 time per day. The rest of the day hindi ka kumakain. So it's either you can do 16-8, you can do once a day, you can do 3 times a day with proper spacing, no? As long as you give proper spacing, no? Not all the time. Maximum 3 times. Yun na yun. Next. Okay, so this is the big problem, no? Yung nakikita po natin sa taas is just the tip of the iceberg. And insulin resistance is related to so many other things, no? Nandun sa baba, kamukha nung sinabi ko kanina, hypertension, obesity, cancer, yung mga yan, no? So, yung ginagamot natin is just the tip of the iceberg. We have to understand it. Next. Anong advantage? Okay. Number 1, if you're hypertensive, bababa yung blood pressure mo. If you have insulin resistance, it will get better. If you have high triglycerides, it will improve. Kung mataba ka, papayat ka. Kung malaki yung waistline mo, liliit. So all are positives, okay? Next. So I just want to present you with 2 case studies. These are my own patients, no? So he is a 40-year-old male, nagpunta sa akin, nahihilo siya, nanghihina, yung blood pressure niya mataas, 160/100, and then he's overweight. Tapos kinuhanan ko siya ng blood samples. Tignan niyo yung March 1, 2017. It's just last year, no? Yung fasting blood sugar niya mataas, and then his cholesterol is high, and then yung triglycerides, no? That's the fat. Remember, yung sobrang sugar nagiging fat, and that's it. That's the triglycerides, 1,000. Sipin mo yung upper limit is only 148. So, his blood is actually clogged with fat na, no? And then, within just 3 weeks of low-carb and intermittent fasting, zoom, it all went down. Unbelievable. So, he lost 6 kilograms in 3 weeks. Yung blood pressure niya bumaba. And then, na-reverse na yung kanyang problems, no? Next. And then, this is another one of my favorites, no? She went to me. She's been diabetic for 15 years. And she's taking 6 medications. 2 sa umaga, 2 sa tanghali, 2 sa gabi. She was hospitalized, and then she reached out to me, and then I gladly helped her. And then look at her blood sugar from 350. Etong taon lang na to, no? Within less than 1 month, no? It's normal. No more drugs. Yun. Next. Okay. So, how to be healthy in a nutshell, no? I want things to be simple, no? So, eto na po yun, in a nutshell, no? Life is so simple. Everything is free. So, number 1, you eat real food. Lowest human intervention, no? The nature provided us with everything, eh? So, why do we have to reinvent the wheel? So lahat ng natural, no? Lahat ng what nature gave us. So eat real food. If you're diabetic and if you want to lose weight, you stay low carb and eat real food. Number 2, you do not eat all the time, no? We are not born to eat all the time, no? We eat to survive, but yun na yun, no? Just that's it, no? So you don't eat all the time. So you practice fasting. Number 3, iba na to. So you still enjoy the morning sun. No, don't forget, it's still important. You enjoy the morning sun, you will get your vitamin D, you will up your mood when you get the sun, and then your blood vessels will dilate, no? Bababa yung blood pressure mo, all those things, all those nice things. Libre. Number 4, play. You play, you relax, you exercise. Number 5, get enough sleep. Quality over quantity, no? Yung iba mahaba nga tulog but pagising-gising, no? Try to have a quality sleep. Number 6, you pray, you meditate, no? You free your mind, release the stress. And then number 7, be happy. These simple 7 things are all free. No, yung dalawang tinuturo ko na low carb fasting, those are only 2 parts of the equation. And all these 7 things are free. So you can do it, no? And then you start becoming free from your drugs. All right? Next. Okay, so with that, matagal na naman tayo. So thank you for listening. Like what Hippocrates said, our father of medicine, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. Next, bro. Maraming salamat po. And if you have questions, we're now opening the question and answer. Subscribe po kayo. Meron tayong link dito sa ating down below. You can subscribe down below. Now, if you want to learn more, we have 3 videos. You can get the 3 videos. Mas detail po yung explanation doon. Okay? Salamat. Thank you.
Yun. So, yun guys, no, kung nanonood kayo dyan, i-ano natin, subscribe kayo dun sa Pinoy Keto Academy /subscribe. So, mas 3-part video yan. Mas longer yung discussion ni Doc Alex dun, no? So, para at least talagang mas maintindihan nyo pa. So, ngayon kasi parang medyo overview na talagang sobrang valuable na din, sobrang dami na rin ng content, no? Pero kung talagang gusto mo mas maintindihan pa, subscribe ka dun sa website na yun. Okay? Free lahat po yan. Free. Okay? So, may mga questions ba kayo dyan? So, may question dito kanina eh. Si Jacqueline.
Hi, Jackie.
Yan. Sabi niya,
ano yan? Sige. Doing it, of course, he ended up eating more after. Ano pong masasabi nyo? General info. Doing it, of course. Ano yan? What do you mean doing it? Doing the keto?
yan. May previous question pala siya. Yan.
Okay. Work na po ako, Doc. So this is for Q&A later. How early can one change to this kind of diet? I have an 18-year-old, very active adult, and I noticed him. Tapos siguro, yun na yung kasunod, no?
Doing it.
Sige nga, bro.
Yan.
And I noticed him doing it. Of course, he ended up eating more after. Anong masasabi niyo? Well, actually, Jackie, it depends on his activity, no? Knowing that boy, I know that boy. He's a very active guy, no? Bro, ano siya? I know this person and I know her son. So
Okay.
he's a very active guy. He's a sports guy. So as long as tama yun, no? He can stick to low carb, and then if he ends up eating more, actually I find no problem as long as his body is utilizing it. No, we have different needs, no? We have different needs. Your son would definitely have a very different need than my need, than Lorenz's need, than your need. Number 1, he's only 18, no? So yung metabolism niya talagang mabilis. And then number 2, he's playing sports, no? I think what is he playing? I think if I remember it right, he's playing football, no? Parang American football, something like that. So it needs a lot of energy, and to think the physique of your son, no, I wouldn't I wouldn't really mind if he eats a lot more because his body is using it eh. You can see it naman. Get worried if he's getting fat, no? But if he's eating that much and then you can see he's bulking up, I don't see any problem with that. It's okay. It's part of his training. It's part of his activity overall. Okay, I hope that answers the question.
Okay. So guys, may questions pa kayo dyan? So if ever no, sa mga nanonood ng replay, may question kayo dyan, so sasagutin ni Doc Alex pala. No, i-type nyo lang dyan if
Ay,
you're watching.
sagutin ni Lorenzo.
Wala pa. Nag-aaral pa rin, student pa rin, no?
Basta, don't worry kung that's true, I'm getting fat when stressed. Oo, totoo yun. That's
Yes.
true, that's the explanation, no? Tagapagtangkilik po galing Montreal. Hi. Hello to people watching from UK. Wow. Hello, Sir Leo. Idol ko yan eh.
Talaga? Yan.
Yung mga nanonood dito, puro idol ko ah.
Yan.
Hello sa mga taga-UK. Hello sa Canada. Mark is from Australia, I think.
Okay.
Hi, Eric. Keto fighting. Yes, keto on, man.
So,
Hello,
si
Rob.
Eric may question siya, oh.
Sige, I'm keto doer kasi I'm a type 2. Yes. I'm so happy that you are open-minded, no? Yes. Kasi ganito yan eh. Di ba? Ano sabi ni Einstein, bro? Ikaw na magsabi. Ano sabi ni Einstein? If you keep doing the same thing all over and over again,
tapos
and expecting for a different result, then you're a fool. No? So we've been doing this management for the past 5 decades.
Yes.
And the big pharma is trying to shut us down kasi pag natuto kayo, katulad mo, you're doing keto, and then I believe that somehow you're controlling your blood sugar, and di ba, hindi mo na kailangan bumili ng gamot, or maybe you would minimize your drugs, and then you will not have those dreaded complications. No, mawawala na ng customer si Big Pharma.
Less
no, di ba? So, I applaud you for that.
Again, share ko lang, Doc, no? Yun nga kasi siguro people now are becoming intelligent na rin, no? With sa medical, no, sa financial. Kaya dapat talaga, yun nga, ang kalaban talaga usually is naghihinder talaga is these big businesses. No?
Yeah.
So, nakakalungkot.
Tama. We are but small potato eh, no? Maliit lang, small time lang tayo dito. But with the power of internet, no, everything is possible. No, we can reach as many people as possible.
Ubus pa natin to.
And we're doing this for you guys, no? Because we love you, we want to help you. We're doing this for you. We want to change the health situation in the Philippines, no? Sa ibang bansa nangyayari na to. My mentors, sila Dr. Tim Noakes, some of the doctors that I'm following in the UK, si Dr. Malhotra, all of them, they are fighting head on with Big Pharma, no? So sana naman sa Pilipinas, no, I hope, no, they will be open-minded because we're just trying to help people, no?
So, sana ano. Okay, so Doc, may question si Bridget naman, no?
Hi, Bridge. Good evening, Doc. Can we still lose weight on 12-12 eating a night? Yes. So, if you want to, kung 12-12, di ba nga sabi ko kanina, that's the most basic thing that you can do is to control, to eat 3 times, no? Now, yung sa 12 na yun, if you can also do 2 times lang, no? Let's say, you eat breakfast, and then you eat dinner. That's still 12-12, no? So, it depends, no? It depends. And then you minimize the carbohydrate, no? Especially the refined ones. If you're not doing keto, kasi maraming levels ang low carb eh. May tinatawag na low carb paleo. Pwede silang kumain ng fruits, pero hindi sila kumakain ng dairy. Merong low carb na keto. No, walang masyadong fruits, all meats and veggies. Merong low carb na Mediterranean, no? So marami siyang level. So again, it boils down to N1, no? You do what works for you. So testing mo, yes, it's possible you can still lose weight by doing 12-12. The point here is just you have to be mindful when you eat, no? Tignan mo yung gap. Bigyan mo ng time yung katawan mo to use the energy that you eat. And then another reminder, don't do it every day. Be flexible, ha? Be flexible. Example, ngayon kumain ako ng lunch and then dinner. And then tomorrow siguro kakain ako ng lunch and dinner. And then the next tomorrow siguro kakain ako ng breakfast and then lunch. So you have to ano ba tawag dito? Jumble, no? Para hindi magkaroon ng time yung katawan mo na mag-adapt. Kasi what happens if you do this every day, example, nag-OMAD ka, you eat once a day, you do this every day for the next 2 weeks, your body will think, oy, ito lang kinakain ko araw-araw. So mag-a-adjust siya. Look at the people na example natin kanina, 500 calories every single day for 8 to 10 weeks, di ba? Anong nangyari? Bumaba yung metabolism nila kasi our body, no? Our body is smart. So, yes, again, to answer your question, it's possible, but you mix it up. Not every day, no? Kamukha nung, share mo yung ginagawa mo, Brother Laurent.
Sa akin, ngayon, for the past, siguro last week, I'm trying OMAD, no? Pagkasabay
Okay.
lang talaga ako, 1 meal a day. So, usually, dinner lang talaga ako kumakain. Tapos, pa yun, keto diet din yun. So, ano naman, pag tanghali or hapon, brewed coffee. Tapos may
Okay.
yeah, diba? So, pag di ko kaya,
Okay lang.
so, yun. Tapos, hindi naman ako nagugutom eh. Mas alert pa nga ako pag ganun talaga eh. Ewan ko,
Yes, that's
nag-adapt na rin yung katawan ko nga. Kasi dati nga, di ba, ako nga sobrang, di ba, from 280 pounds ako eh. Di ba? So, almost 280 pounds, no? So, after doing keto, siguro, since July ba yan? June, second half ng June, di ba? So, nandito yung wife ko.
okay.
So, sinuportahan niya ako. So, second half ng June, ngayon mga 246, 245 pounds na lang ako. So,
Laki na yun, ha?
tapos yun nga, basically yun, ngayon nga, nagka-try na ako, dati kasi intermittent lang, so kumakain pa rin ako ng lunch tsaka dinner. So ngayon, last week, nag-start ako mag-OMAD, 1 meal a day naman siya, tsaka mas okay yung pakiramdam ko. Mabilis na rin
Yes.
mabusog eh.
Yes, mabilis ka mabusog. Actually, kasi mag-adjust na yung size ng stomach mo eh.
Yes. So,
Mag-adjust. Oh, that's true. That's correct. Tama yun. And then you mix it up, bro. You mix it up. Okay, si Ralph,
paano mix it up?
yung
Paano
mix
mix
mo,
it up, Doc?
example, yung OMAD mo, di ba, dinner?
Yes.
There will be days na sometimes you try to eat twice, no? Para magulat yung katawan mo, no? Para
okay.
magulat ka na hindi siya, palaging once a day na lang. There will, kasi magpa-plateau ka eh, baka mag-plateau. So there will be
Okay.
days na you have to eat more, there will be days na you have to eat less. No, parang wala talaga siyang wala siyang pattern, no?
Okay.
Okay, Ralph. You said earlier, Doc, na calorie restriction ay hindi advisable and will regain weight after a couple of weeks. So ano dapat maging process if weight loss ang purpose ng diet? Okay. Calorie restriction is a double-edged sword, no? Now, for the majority of the people that we wanted to help, especially yung mga hindi number savvy, no? Di ba? Would you still have time counting and counting and counting? Lahat na lang i-compute mo, di ba? Nakakatamad yun eh. And my point here is, ang tanong niya, ano ba ang dapat maging process if weight loss ang purpose ng diet? As I mentioned a while ago, our body is a hormonal being, no? So, our body doesn't recognize calories, no? It doesn't recognize calories. It only recognizes what type of food is coming in. Okay, example, 100 calories ng muffin, 100 calories ng broccoli. Pareho silang 100 calories, di ba? Now, do you think it would have the same effect sa katawan natin? Di ba hindi? For sure, yung 100 calories ng muffin, automatic yon, magiging taba. 100 calories ng broccoli, it will not get into fat, no? It will just, it's nutrient dense, it will be used by the body. So that's the point. Our body is hormonal. So it doesn't pay attention to the actual calories. It pays attention to the type of food that it responds to. So in this case, if you are overweight and you think that you want to lose some weight, 'di ba? Sabi ko kanina, pag palaging mataas yung insulin, the major stimulator of insulin is eating too much refined carbohydrates all the time. So the only way para mag-lose ka ng weight, you have to lower down the insulin stimulation. In this case, bawasan mo yung pagkain mo ng refined carbs, or you narrow the feeding window. Kamukha nung ginagawa ni Loren. Sometimes he only eats 1 meal a day. Sometimes kamukha ng explanation ko, you can eat within the 8-hour window period para yung the rest of the 16 hours, your body has time to burn off.
Burning. Okay.
I hope this explains, no? Don't count calories. Kasi masyadong, ginawa ko na rin yan, no? You name it, I've done it, no? Ginawa ko na rin yan before. Nag-ano pa ako noon, nag-Spartan workout pa ako noon. Nagka-injury ako. Sobra, I eat 6 meals a day, lahat nakatakal, no? Brown rice, yung mga ganon. And then after that, I got ripped, no? Nagkaroon ako ng six-pack, ganon. And then, nagka-injury ako, natigil ako sa exercise. Siguro 6 months, taba na ako uli.
Babalik din, no, Doc?
Babalik din, ang bilis.
Pag keto ba tinigil mo, babalik ka rin, tataba ka din ulit?
Okay, that's an important question, bro. Now, ito yung gagawin kong topic sa bonus video eh. Kasi yung keto is not the end-all, be-it-all diet. Okay? So, it depends on your situation. Example, if you only want to lose weight, no? So along the way, you lost weight, blah, blah, blah. Example, 250. Example ako na lang. I'll make myself as an example. I came from 95 kilos. Okay? So I came from 95 kilos. I did the standard 6 meal a day calorie counting diet, blah, blah, blah. I got ripped. And then nagka-injury ako. Tumaba uli ako. And then I went keto. No? And then I lost weight again. And then now, I'm now in my ideal weight, okay? Number 1, I don't have diabetes problem. But I have insulin resistance for sure. I know. Kasi, ginawa ko na to, di ba? I think I showed you my photos last week. I experiment for 2 weeks. Kumain ako ng ice cream, kumain ako ng spaghetti, mga ganun-ganun for 2 weeks. No? I gained everything back on my belly. So it just teaches me one thing, no? I have to be paying particular attention what works for me. No? It will be individual. So example, na-hit mo na yung iyong goal weight, and then you try to reintroduce little by little, no? Para malaman mo kung alin yung matotolerate ng iyong katawan. Okay? But now, you have to be more careful if you have diabetes. No, kasi yung iba, payat na ako. Pwede na ako kumain ng pandesal or ng tinapay, ganyan. Yung time na nag-transition ka into going into keto, that's also the time that you need to transition going back. Little by little, no? So when you transition going to keto, di ba, ang advice ko is to check. You always have to check. No? Check your blood sugar, no? So mga walang keto machine, no problem. You check your blood sugar, especially for those diabetics. And then you check your waistline, no? Those are very basic. And then, if you're trying to incorporate, example, I lift weights, no? Nagbuhat na ako ng weights. I know for sure, in my head, that if I lift this much, my muscle would need around 80 grams of carbohydrates to replenish my muscles. So I can eat that much, no? And then the following 2 hours, I will check, I'm still keto. I ate rice, but I'm keto. Kasi it all boils down to the body needs. So everybody is different, no? So you to answer your question, yeah, you can be flexible. You can be flexible. But you have to do it step fashion wise, no? You don't just go out and then balik ka sa dating buhay, you know? You have to see if it's working or not. If it's working, then why not, no? You can enjoy a little bit of rice every now and then when you're lifting weights, or you can enjoy a little bit of fruits na hindi tumataas yung sugar mo. Why not? Di ba? So it's flexible. Hi again, Doc. Bridget, is it possible to lose weight even when a person is stressed? Stressed out, as long as if she is eating keto foods only, or it will affect our metabolism, and stress will stop our bodies on burning fat. Ano to stress is a double-edged sword, no? This is what happens. When you get, yes, you will still burn fat, okay? But there will be some canceling effect, no? Parang kina-cancel, no? Nagbe-burn ka ng fat, pero ito si stress, kina-cancel niya. Ang mechanism nun ganito. When you get stressed, so tataas yung stress hormone, di ba? Okay? Another thing that goes up is your adrenaline. No? Siguro nadidinig niyo yung term na yun. Adrenaline, no? Adrenaline. Stress ako, adrenaline. Now, during acute stress, acute. So, ibig sabihin yung biglaan. Nakakita ako ng leon. May leon. So, acute stress. Tataas yung adrenaline ko. What it will do to my body is it will burn fat. Just to make sure that I will have energy to run or to fight the tiger or the lion, no? But, when you're chronically stressed, the effect of that noradrenaline will be reversed. It will be tinatawag na lipogenic. So, imbis na mag-burn siya ng fat, if you're chronically stressed, it will get more fat. That's why stressed people will, they get fat. They get fat. So, yes, you can burn fat while doing keto, but there will be a slowdown, no? Pwedeng mag-slow down. It has to be managed, no? Depende yan. It still depends. There's no concrete answer, but what I can think of, it might cancel down. Next.
Yan. Si Miss
Is it okay
Bridget
to
ulit.
stop on 50 grams of peanuts a day? Number one, peanuts, hindi siya nuts. Legume siya, okay? Snack lang po. The rest of the meal will be keto foods na. As much as I really... If you're going to eat nuts, siguro yung 50 grams. Gano'ng karami yun? 30 grams. Siguro, it will be better if 30 grams kasi is 1 ounce eh. So,
Almonds pwede na.
yung peanuts contain more carbs than almonds. 50 grams, if you don't have any blood sugar problems, and then I think it will be okay. But rule of thumb, siguro a handful, no? When you say a handful, meron din akong yung tawag dito, yung pang-measure ng weight, no? Yung grams, yung ginagamit sa shabu. Meron ako nagme-measure din ako niyan. Exactly, yung isang dakot, that's 30 grams. So when the experts say a handful of nuts a day, yun, a handful, 30 grams yun. No? 50 grams, medyo sobra na lang konti. Pero look, tingnan mo rin, you check your body. If your weight is going to stall, then magbawas ka. Pero kung sa tingin mong you're still losing weight, then I don't see any difference. Now, another thing is that if you're going to buy peanuts, wag yung mga I'm sorry I have nothing against with the vendors. I really love peanuts also. Pero 'di ba, yung mga binibili natin sa sa kanto yung oil kasi, di ba? They use vegetable oil and then paulit-ulit yung gamit, no? So it's highly inflammatory, no? So you just cook your own peanuts na lang, no? And even the peanuts that you find in Tetra Paks, they're full of preservatives and trans fat. Bumili ka na lang ng mani sa palengke, ilaga mo, yun pa okay.
Mas okay yun, no?
Oh, mas okay yun. Yeah, safe na
Handful lang.
safe.
Handful.
Oh, a handful.
Okay.
Siguro
So,
kukuha siya ng baseball gloves, no?
okay,
Ito, Doc,
let's go. Okay, last question na siguro, no? So guys, kung napapanood niyo yung replay na to, since ipopost namin yung replay, no? Just comment dyan, tapos sagutin pa rin ni Doc yan, babalikan niya yung mga comments dito sa video na to. Okay, so last question kay Ma'am Bridget ulit. Yan. I'm taking Concor 5 milligrams for my BP. SC Talopram,
Siguro,
20 milligrams, and Clonazepam per tablet.
siguro, bro, ano mo na to, tanggalin mo na sa screen to. Pwede mo bang burahin to?
Ha?
Yan. Pwede bang tanggalin yan sa comment section?
Pwede,
Para hindi na makita ng ibang magbabasa. Pwede, no? Siguro,
Pwede.
Bridget, pwede kang mag-message sa Pinoy Keto Academy. No, so we don't need to divulge any medical information, okay? I know where you're coming from. You can send us message through Pinoy Keto Academy Messenger, di ba, bro? Pwede 'yan, ano?
Yes.
Oo, tapos buburahin namin tong comment na to kasi when it goes out, makikita lahat ng tao yung yung gamot mo eh. So it should be I want it to be confidential for you, no?
Oo.
Don't worry, I will answer your question there. No?
Okay, ayos.
Sasagutin ko yan.
Ayun. So, yan. So, wala namang questions dyan. So, huwag tayo magde-divulge sa mga information dyan.
baka ma-turn off yung mga secret lovers natin dyan eh. Hindi, joke lang.
Yan. So, yun. Basically, yun. No? So, yun. Thank you. Thank you guys for watching, no? And, ma-available yung replay nito. And, again, if you have questions, just message or comment sa section dyan sa comment section or message nyo kami sa page namin, Pinoy Keto Academy. And join our group, no? So, search nyo lang, Pinoy Keto Academy, no? Sa Facebook, like our page, no? Join our group, share this video. If you find this very valuable, no? Syempre, ang daming knowledge. So, kahit ako, sabi nga namin ni Doc, no? Nagpupuyat kami dito. We just want to share and educate. No, kasi ang dami nang nakita nyo kanina yung numbers ng mga diabetic sa atin, no? Di ba? Ako rin, no? Kaya ako I have to take control of my diet din kasi nasa boundary pre-diabetic ako eh. No?
Mahirap na.
Mahirap, ayoko mag-maintenance or ayoko you have to take control of your health din talaga. Kasi health is wealth, di ba? Health is wealth talaga. So, hindi mo may enjoy lahat ng mga, career mo, kayamanan mo, kung naman, di ba? Hindi mo nakokontrol yung health mo.
Okay? Pag wala ka ng paa, wala ka ng kidneys, hindi ka na makakita, mga ganun ba?
Kasi tas tinamaan din ako doon eh. One of the, dito, no, when this very, kumbaga, yung very kilala na speaker, no? So, narinig ko siya, na-overheard ko siya, sabi niya, if you cannot control your stomach, di ba? You cannot control your self, no? Parang ganun.
Oo, nakita ko yun.
Nakita mo ba yan?
Oo, nakita ko yun.
Okay. So, guys, Doc?
Wala. Thank you guys. Maraming salamat for listening. I always enjoy giving lectures, no? So, susundan pa natin to ng ibang topic naman, no?
No, ibang topic naman, and watch out for kasi may lalabas kaming guide, no, video guides, no, so watch out for that, and please do follow this page. Again, join our Facebook page, like our page, join our Facebook group, Pinoy Keto Academy. Okay, and
Share to your friends, share to your friends, mga kaibigan, mga relatives.
click nyo lang yung share, tapos send as message nyo sa mga friends nyo na may tingin nyo, may high blood, may diabetic, may problema sa ganito, sa ano ba yung PCOS, Doc, di ba? Mga PCOS. Diba?
Polycystic ovarian, ano?
Yan, so basically, baka yung iba gusto magpapayat, no? Take control of their diet. So, yun. Basically, yun lang. Again, thank you, Doc. Last words na lang.
Last words for me? Yun, yung kung meron ng importante kayong kukunin dun sa sinabi ko lahat, i-replay nyo, tignan nyo yung 7, parang 7 last words. Parang 7 last words. Hindi pa ako ipapako sa krus, Yung 7 last sentences na binigay ko, no, the secret to a healthy body, is free. Libre lahat 'yon, mga kapatid. We are not deficient in drugs, no? You just have to know the right information. Everything is free. God gave us everything for free. No, libre lahat, no? Libre lahat. Binigay sa atin ng Diyos, libre lahat. So you just have to harness the power of nature.
Oo nga. Tama. Okay? Thank you guys, please. Also, watch out for para malaman nyo yung next episode namin. Just follow this page, like this page. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, guys. Good night.